This is The Good with Dr. Joe. And to my right here is the good Dr. Joe.
Thank you so much, Ms. Snow. Hello, guys. Welcome to our podcast. This is The Good with Dr. Joe podcast. It's 12 noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And what's going on in London?
It's 5 p.m. in London.
5 p.m. London, England. Happy what?
Happy hour.
Yeah,
I would say it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
A cocktail hour.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You learn something new every day. All right. So welcome to our podcast. You can get us on Apple. You can get us on Google. We're on YouTube. We're on Instagram.
Spotify.
And we're on Spotify. And we're also on, what's the other one?
Instagram. Did you say Instagram?
Instagram, yeah. We're on Instagram also. So you can always find us with the hashtag The Good with Dr. Joe. Welcome to our podcast today. We have a few information we're going to be sharing with you today. We're going to be talking about the
New Year's resolutions.
New Year resolution. Yes,
And goal setting.
It's third day in February. How are you coming along with your New Year resolutions? We're going to be talking about the PPP. We're going to be talking about the stimulus package, the grant. SBA just gave us some information about the grant. All right, so we're going to start. Who's going to start first? Who's going to start us on this journey?
I'm going to tell you something that I found interesting. Hope someone else does.
Mm-hmm.
The ancient Babylonians were the first people to make a New Year's resolution.
Wow.
Is that?
Yeah.
Never would have thought that, would you?
Yeah.
And guess how long ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Approximately 4,000 years ago,
Wow.
the first New Year's resolution was done. I hope they kept theirs better than we keep ours.
Did you find any, see anything, as to why they started it?
No.
Or, what, they had, specific things? Or was it, simple things like cars?
That would be
I'm
something
going to
to
quit
know.
eating so much, or I'm going to get more sleep. Or
Well,
read more books.
yeah, New Year's resolutions should be things that you can keep, give one compliment a day.
Yeah.
That's easy to do.
Yeah. Yes.
You can do that, and it'll make you feel good.
You set easy goals,
Yeah.
some things that you can't do is
Yeah.
what you need to be putting together as your New Year resolutions.
Now, here's one for you, Joe.
Yeah.
Go one whole day
Yes.
without checking your email.
Oh, no, that's not going to happen.
Oh, yes, it can.
No, go one whole day without checking emails?
Yeah, there's nothing.
Is that possible?
Well, sure, because there's nothing
Yeah.
going to be on there that has that immediate attention.
Suppose it's urgent. Sometimes you get some of those urgent emails.
No, there's
You know?
nothing urgent about an email.
Mhm.
Ever.
Okay.
If it's
I mean,
urgent,
I guess if you're a
if it's-
business
if-
owner and
if it's urgent, they
Maybe.
should be calling you on the phone.
Okay, I see what you mean. That makes some sense in some ways, If
Or
it's
here's
urgent,
another one you could
yeah,
do.
yeah,
One night a week,
yes.
you turn off your phone.
Okay, so you turn it all night. From what time to what time?
Say from 5 o'clock
you're
to whenever, and spend that time with your family and never
Uh-huh.
answer that phone.
So from 5 p.m. Is that possible? Millennium, is that possible?
I'm not a millennial.
Okay, all right. Well, you're the closest to millennium that we have.
Yeah. What, to turn my phone off?
Turn the phone off at 5 p.m. in the evening.
Yeah, sure.
All night.
Sometimes I don't pick my phone for days.
Yeah.
But it's
I want to
different.
check
From,
social media, none of that
it's
stuff.
different from turning it off. Okay, now let's look
No,
at
I'll
the
turn
video.
it off.
Oh, we almost forgot the video. So let's look at the video.
About,
We have talked. We have talked about showing you some of the funny videos that we'll find online. Some things to spice the day up, and then after that, we'll come back to looking at resolutions.
Okay, it's called 2 weeks later, resolution fails. It's a funny
Okay,
video I
so
came across.
resolution fails.
Yeah,
and
2
then we'll
weeks
talk
in.
about one too. So 2 weeks in.
2 weeks later, yeah.
Wow.
Our New Year's resolution.
My New Year's resolution is.
This year, my resolution.
So my New Year's resolution?
This year.
This year,
This year. I'm gonna eat healthy. Flaxseed.
What?
The 5 cheeseburgers, please?
I am gonna drink less.
May I buy you a drink?
No, thank you.
Can I buy you a drink?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a pet.
Now that's cute.
Oh, God.
Bye.
I'm gonna study more. Let's do this.
I'm gonna be more patient. Oh, look, good time. A lucky day. Yeah, but I was reading this thing with the autonomous cars, right? The ones that drive themselves. Gosh, this little thing is a little stinker. Ah.
I'm gonna spend more time with my family.
Hi, Mom.
Spend more time with
When are
family.
you getting married?
Mm.
Bye, Mom.
God,
Is that a resolution?
Sure under there, but almost got this guy.
Could be.
Hold on, bear with me a second.
We're gonna learn how to bake.
Oh.
This is gonna be fun.
I'm gonna die!
You're the worst baker in the world!
How do we know when it
I'm
ends?
gonna learn Chinese.
About
Ni hao ma.
Oh, this one's funny. It's almost up.
Ni hao ma. What the f did you just say?
Sorry, I gotta get this going here.
Pick up the dime!
I'm gonna learn to paint. I'm gonna read more.
Oh, what the hell? You're a wizard, Harry. No way.
Wes, is it done yet?
I think so.
Great, I can't wait to see it.
What are they doing?
See, he painted a picture of her.
I love it! Oh my gosh, it's
But,
amazing! Thank you so much. You're the best.
Did it show the picture yet? Yeah.
And I was just thinking, just as sure as you say,
Mm.
I'm going to give up cigarettes this year,
Mm.
everybody you meet offers you a cigarette.
Mm.
Well,
You know?
I quit smoking cigarettes. That was my New Year's resolution for 2020.
So now,
I quit.
how did you do it? How did this succeed? Because a lot of people don't find it that easy to quit smoking.
Well, I just was smoking them, and then I found I couldn't finish the whole one. It was getting nasty to me. But I started vaping. It's probably
Yeah.
worse.
I'd love to have a
But-
cigarette right now.
Not really, and now that I quit, it just stinks.
But
me.
I just I said,
But
well, I'm not
vaping-
going to smoke anymore. That's
So-
it.
So that's it. You just say it?
I said that to myself and I
Wow.
quit.
You see? So this is one way of sticking to resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
If you write it down,
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, write it down.
you write it down and sometimes post it on your bathroom
Yeah,
door.
that's what I said. You get
Mhm.
those 3x5 cards.
Yes.
And you put it on the bathroom, the bedroom, the refrigerator,
Mhm.
everywhere you can put it that you see it. And it reminds you. That's another way. I once had somebody tell me,
Mhm.
if you want a new car,
Yes.
take a picture of the kind of car you want.
Yeah.
Put it where you see it every day, and it becomes a reality. And when it becomes a reality,
Mhm.
you get it.
Yeah, that's like what my mom told me before I ever got tattoos. She was like, put a picture of it on the mirror. And
Yeah.
so when you go and look at yourself in the mirror every day and put it where in the spot you want it, and so when you look in the mirror, you see it in that spot. And over time, see if you actually want it. Of course, I don't listen. I went ahead and got one. But,
So first thing is that you
being
want
able to visually see it every day makes it.
you want to
become a
write it
reality.
down, and then you visualize it, and then after you visualize it, you verbalize it.
Yeah, you gotta
Mm-hmm.
you gotta do it.
Yes, you verbalize it, and then you start doing it.
You have
Because
to do it.
that motivates you to do it. You see it, you say it, you believe in it, you speak it out, and then you begin to begin
Right.
to do it.
Like, a compliment a day.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that for a year, it then becomes a habit and you
Mm.
unconsciously do it.
Yeah.
I don't mean just a compliment, but it's got to be sincere. It's got to be something
And yeah,
that you
anything.
really admire.
Like whenever I run under red lights, like if it turns
just like right now,
or
see,
yellow.
I think this is very pretty.
Thank you. I complimented your scarf earlier. I like
Oh,
it a
thank
lot.
you. Let's see if Joe got anything.
Okay, well,
Oh,
I got
love you.
blue.
I like
I
your
got
blue
You might try
shirt.
more than
Got
me,
blue.
but it's okay.
Yeah, I got blue. Blue's going, so
That's a
got
nice
blue going.
handkerchief.
Yeah, I got blue,
And
blue and
that's
blue. Yes, Yeah, but anyway, this is very, very important, because a new year and life is so short. Just this morning, me and Miss No, we were talking to one of our associates here. Oh, you have to, put the pet down. It's a very sad situation. That's life for you right there. It's very, very short.
Mm-hmm.
So the little time that you have, you want to put it to good use. So that is why making all these New Year resolutions, or making resolutions at all, even resolutions at all, is very critical because it helps you put yourself on a goal achieving path.
Yeah.
Right, that's good. And then you see, and that spreads into other things in your life.
Correct.
You
Yeah.
become an achiever.
Correct.
Yeah, like I have here, set goals in writing. Due to the physical act of writing down the goal, it makes it real. And then goals help align your focus and promote a sense of self-mastery.
So don't
That's
give
very
up.
good.
Yes, don't give up. You just heard her. Don't give up. It's February. Don't give up and say, oh man, you missed a month already. That's okay. You still have another 11 months.
Yeah, start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can.
Start where you are, use what you have,
and do what you
and
can.
do what you can. It's very easy. We already said that here. So don't give up. Get back in line. state your goal, write it down, put it where you can do it, verbalize it, visualize it, and work on it. Yes, Ms. Nell.
I want to share this with everybody out
Yeah.
there because I would never have thought of this, and I hope it helps someone else.
Mhm.
Every night, write down one thing you're grateful for that day.
Mm.
Yeah.
And, you know, we should be grateful. There's so many things to be grateful for,
Yeah.
but just one item, I think that really would change your attitude about a lot
Yes.
of things.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Like that self-reflection or the affirmations and things. Like that definitely, it sets in stone in your head. Like so on like subconsciously. Like if you consistently do it, like you'll be happier. And these things like even getting up out of bed. Like if you have nothing to do that day, even getting out of bed, taking a shower, get ready.
And that's what our show is actually, our podcast, that's what it's essentially about, is the good. There's some good in everything. So think about something good. Think about something good, something to be thankful for. Right, Ms. Nell, go ahead. Yeah, what does you got for us?
Let's see. Thankful, grateful. Put the cards up. We've already talked about that. Oh, here's one. America. I can speak of just of America because I've never been to another country. We have a society in America now who lie constantly. They tell lies. And so one resolution you could make is go one day without telling a lie.
Well, maybe try to go every day, one day at a time.
If just one day a week.
One day.
If you just one day a week, you went without telling a lie.
Yes.
Just don't tell lies.
Because telling lies can become a very vicious habit.
A habit, yes. It can be a bad habit, yes, of just lying. And some people get to a point whereby they even believe their eyes. Believe their lies.
I've seen it.
The lies
before.
now even become like their truth.
Yeah.
All right, so what you got there, Lara?
Well, I have
Time is gone.
Well, for goals, I forgot what this is called. Where they have it written out, what each letter stands for.
That's very good.
So goals: grow what matters, one step at a time. Or one step and then at a time, little by little, your steps will add up.
That's very good.
So that's goals. That's a story
There's
about
my
goals.
compliment.
Yes. So we'll give that to Jermaine to put there. Yeah.
In the end, you can't manage what you don't measure, and you can't improve upon something that you don't properly manage.
You see, goals is about management. You set goals and you're able to manage it. If you don't have like a system in place to check yourself and manage what you're doing, then it's not really a goal. It's just a dream.
Yeah, no, I found it
Yeah.
easier. Actually, I've learned in one of my classes. It's academic and professional success. And in one of my courses or classes, it was goal setting and time management and everything. And one of the things I found the easiest about setting goals was the SMART goal method.
Yeah.
Which is SMART. Set specific goals that you want to accomplish, and it's important.
Specific, yeah.
Measurable.
You measure it.
Your goal must be measurable so that you can track progress.
Yeah.
Attainable ensures it is within the realm of realistic possibility.
Realistic goals, yes.
Yeah, relevant. Determine how the goal is connected to something bigger, and time bound. Set a deadline.
Yeah, every time to it. It's good. Now we're gonna start taking call very shortly. If you want to call, it's 678-708-4567. That is 678-708-4567. Tell us about your goals. Tell us about your resolution this year. Tell us how you're doing. Tell us what the difficulties are in carrying out those resolutions. Mine, for example, I've been working on my accent, because one of the issues people have had on the podcast is that they don't understand what I'm saying, especially when I get very excited. I speak really fast. So my New Year resolution is to start taking classes.
Maybe you should start reading out loud though too.
Yes.
Because that's me. I've had my lisp and
whatever it takes.
Ever since I was young, and still to this day, and I talk my words mix together. So I've tried to get over that. I've started reading out loud.
Mm-hmm.
When I read the Bible, I'll read it out loud.
Yes.
And
I know sometimes you talk so fast, it's like you're singing.
I don't understand most of what she says.
Yes. So you gotta slow down.
Now me well.
Yeah. So you gotta slow down a little bit. Like me, I'm learning also to slow down and then speak my
Yeah, I need to learn my
terms,
pitch.
right?
Enunciate.
Enunciate. Like that, we're trying to get that word out.
Pronunciate.
Enunciate, pronunciate, whatever it is, you know. Enunciate, pronunciate, but I want people to be able to understand when we're talking. All right.
Well, we can do it together.
Yeah. All right, we're looking for your phone call, so you're going to call in. If you have a call, this is a good time to call. If you want to call, it's 678-708-4567. And then after that, we're going to talk a little bit more, and after that, we're going to talk about the update on stimulus. Yes, ma'am.
I just have one more little quote for the new year.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "A new chapter, new verse, or just the same old story. Ultimately, we write it. The choice is ours."
That is so true. So you decide what the year is going to look like at the end, because you are the one that writes the chapter. Like one of my other goals is to finish my book. You remember the book that I started last year?
The one you're telling me about?
Yes,
Yeah.
so one part of the idea this year is to actually finish that book so I can go to the other books. There are 4 books I have in line, but I got to finish the first one first and then continue with the others. Yeah, Ms. Snow, what else you have for us on New Year resolutions?
That's it for me.
Yes,
I have a couple of New Year's resolutions I have written down.
She's got a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I quit doing resolutions because I never finished.
Yeah, look at that.
Why? So can you tell? Have you succeeded in maybe any 1 or 2 since you started? Take it. Oh, here's a call. Here's a call coming through. All right, hold on 1 second. Call coming through. All right, thank you so much for calling the podcast, The Good with Dr. Joe. We're talking today about New Year resolutions.
Hi, Dr. Joe.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Dr. Joe. This is Jane from Conyers.
Hey, thank you for calling in. What can we do for you today?
Oh, no, just say Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you too.
Continuing with the podcast. We appreciate it. It's very informative.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing a great job. Nothing
Thank
like all
you.
of my goals is to get back into shape.
Okay.
So I bought an ab booster, and I'm aiming to do 5 days
An ab
of
boost.
exercise.
5 days of exercise? 5 days out of the week?
Winter, usually I put on weight, so I'm trying to keep away from the winter weight.
So how are you doing so far? So when did you start? Yeah.
I bought the exercise bike and arrived yesterday just to put together.
Hey, it's okay. Start where you are. Use what you have and do what you can.
At least you are starting somewhere. At least you took the step, to get. That's the first step.
Yes, and I'm about to make a salad for my lunch. So
That is good. That is good. Thank you so much for calling in. We really appreciate that. You see, the thing is that she made the effort.
Yeah.
She made one effort to buy it.
Yeah.
So now she brought it home,
And made it into reality.
put it together, and then she started working on it. So it's never too late. This is February 3rd. So it's never too late. Thank you so much for calling. We appreciate that. Yes, what you got?
It's just some New Year's resolutions ideas.
Yeah, go ahead. Give it to us. And then we'll take
avoid people who complain a lot.
Oh, I like that. Avoid people who they don't help you at all. They're going to complain about everything. They're going to bring your energy down.
Yep.
They're going to discourage you. They're going to bring your energy down. They're going to tell you how you are not going to succeed, how things are not going to work. People like that, avoid them. I'm working on doing that too. Yes, go ahead.
And then it says remove negativity or anything that makes you feel lousy. That kind of goes.
Whatever
with each other.
is negative, yes, they go together. Is negative, is going to put it down. Avoid negativity.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Because misery loves company.
Yeah.
Boy, is that the truth.
Yeah.
Pay it forward. Talk less, listen more. That's one thing I need to work on.
Everyone of us need to work on that.
Whatever your goals are, write them down.
Yep.
Do random acts of kindness.
That's one for that's good.
Read a book a month. Clear
Okay.
out clutter.
Okay.
Write down one thing. Oh, you already had that
Okay, I'm working on that.
one. Keep a journal. Hey, it's okay. I need to work on it too. Keep a journal and then send handwritten letters.
Handwritten letters.
Yeah.
Miss Snow, I know you're gonna like that. You don't like the computers that much, right?
Well, I do. I write thank you notes.
Yeah.
In fact,
But-
I sent one
I
out
like to
last
write
night.
But handwritten, right?
Oh yeah, a thank you note should always be handwritten.
I see.
That's etiquette. When you type something, it's not personal
Okay.
because that's why business letters are usually typed.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in a way, it's kind of harsh.
Okay.
I like to write in journal.
Yeah,
I like-
When I write my notes in
the
the
written
journal,
word-
I like to write rather than type.
And the written word,
It
like you
sticks
go back
better.
through history,
Yeah,
the letters that they have saved have always been handwritten.
that's true.
And also when you retain things better, like if you're writing and you're going over
Oh
information.
yeah, once
retain
you write
things,
it, yeah.
you writing it down physically helps you retain it and remember
Wow.
it.
And I tell you what, I found a recipe the other day that my mother had written out, and it just touched my heart to see her handwriting.
Wow. Wow.
You know, that was a
Gave me chills.
reality.
Yeah.
That's good. You know,
Yeah.
it's like you're touching her because that's
Yeah.
something she touched.
Right.
You know, wow, that's good. That's good.
So having a deceased loved one's handwriting is
Yeah.
very, very good.
Yeah.
Very comforting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have a
good.
voicemail from my godmother.
sure.
Yeah.
It's something, but yeah.
So
I have a New Year's resolution there for Miss Noel.
this is for me.
That fit
Yeah.
perfect for her.
Yeah.
Many years ago, I resolved to never bother with New Year's resolutions, and I have stuck with it ever since.
Oh my
So
God.
I have kept one resolution.
Oh my God. So one resolution is to stop making resolution.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right?
That's one way to look at it. All right. Thank you so much, ladies. So before we end today, we're going to look a little bit about the SBA updates. We have a couple of information. Now, the PPP, the second round of PPP is happening right now. So if you haven't applied, go ahead and apply. Use your current, if you did one before, it's a lot easier to do the second PPP. Just connect with your financial institution that did it before and then just do it again. All right. Then also on the SBA grant.
The EIDL.
Yeah, the idea grants. Okay, so what they're doing is that if you applied before, here's what they're trying to do. If you applied during the later part of the year
Yeah.
and you didn't get anything back, you're going to be priority. You'll be on the priority list.
Well,
And
that's the second priority.
yeah, okay, who's the first priority?
Okay. Well, I have here
First
few
priority.
first questions. The first priority are the hard-hit small businesses and nonprofit organizations that previously received an EIDL advance less than $10,000 will be the first priority in the first priority group.
Okay.
And then when they email, the second priority group are businesses and nonprofits that applied for the grant assistance before December 27th, 2020, but did not receive the EIDL. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, the grant, just a
because
grant,
it was available funding was exhausted in mid-July 2020.
Okay, all right, so that makes sense. Yeah, so the first priority, those people who didn't get up to $10,000 and you're operating in the so-called business disadvantage area.
Yeah, the hard-hit ones.
Yeah,
you know?
they have a way of calculating that. I have no idea how to do that. And then number two are those who applied and didn't get anything last year because the grants ran out. So those are the first priority. Now, one caution note though, I heard that a lot of people are offering you grants, offering you PPP now.
And emails too.
Emails. Now, if anyone asks you for money up front, that is definitely a scammer. Okay? If they ask you for money up front, it's definitely a scammer. Now, if you are getting emails, make sure it's coming from either the SBA, which the email will always end in .gov, or it's coming from a known financial institution.
And I think most emails like that from federal standpoint, they won't
They're not
release any actual personal information too much in an email.
They're not going to be
Like,
sending out emails
yeah.
anyway.
No, I mean, well, they're going to send out an email for it to be applied.
Yes.
To the applicant.
If you apply before, they'll send you email and they would
But nothing
give
with
you information on how to connect back with them. So be sure whatever information they give you goes to a legal and a proven government website or institution website, so you are not scammed. People take your information and they will sell it.
Yeah, one time I got a call and then somebody said, if we have
that somebody stole your information?
No, my social security number
has been locked.
No, has fraudulent activity.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get a new one, and that the U.S. Marshal's gonna come out with a local police officer and give me a new. I'm like, what?
Those are scams. So just hang up on them.
Where would I get a new social security? That doesn't even happen.
Yeah, don't give them any information. Just hang up.
It's ridiculous.
Yes.
This is off the subject, but I just thought of this. If anyone does not know, Publix grocery store are giving vaccines. A lot of people might not know that.
Yeah.
And also, Reagan Medical at Five Forks Trickham, if you've been a patient there for 2 years, they also are giving the vaccine.
Yes.
Have you gone one?
Mm-mm.
So the vaccines are still going out. They're looking for very different ways to make it accessible to people. So they even discussed about giving it to Starbucks.
To
what?
Starbucks to give out vaccines.
What's that?
So there's a
To what?
Starbucks. You don't know what Starbucks
Starbucks!
is? Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
Are
sorry.
you saying what?
Starbucks.
What'd you call it?
Starbucks.
Stop. You need to pronounce the R.
Starbucks, right?
Star.
Starbucks.
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 I thought you said-
Forgive me.
I thought you said some kind of box.
Box. Me too. I'm like, what?
All right, so we're looking at CVS, we're looking at Walgreens, we're looking at other small, pharmacies to start giving out vaccines.
They're like
Okay.
doctors.
All right, so that's a good laugh to go. So Starbucks, okay. So all right, thank you so much for checking in. Check us again on YouTube, on Instagram, on Spotify, on Apple, on Google. It's hashtag
The
the good with
Dr. Joe.
Dr. Joe. See you next time. And ladies, you want to say
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you
then.
next Wednesday. Adieu.
Adieu.
adieu?
Adieu.
Pasta la vista.
Yeah.
Hasta la
Is it pasta la vista?
Hasta la vista, mother.
Pasta la vista. Pasta.
Hasta